morning, all my Fridgies. I've missed you so incredibly much. I've got so many questions to go over, but I chose one because it stood out among, honestly, the rest. She's an amazing girl. She's been following me, honestly, since like day one of Fridge Talks. Her name's Molly. Here's her Instagram handle. I'm doing like the show girl thing. All right, let's get into it. So I got Molly's question right here as I smack myself with it. Why did you switch from working a corporate job in retail to working for yourself? I am so happy you asked that. Why did I do it? First of all, I just want to say I worked at some fantastic places. The Gap Corporation is incredible. I worked for Old Navy and I worked for Banana Republic. I loved helping people feel good about themselves, and through clothing I was able to not only help them express themselves, but to give them like a hope or a new energy. Because what do some girls do, and I'm sometimes a culprit of this as well, when I feel bad I shop. Now I realized I was excessively shopping, but I turned that around, and every time like I'm having kind of like a slow day, I just take care of myself a little bit more. But the main thing I'm trying to get is that I absolutely loved everywhere I worked. First off, not everyone is built for a 9-to-5. I realized that very early on, not because I didn't like people. I loved people. I just felt like the companies that I worked for at the time weren't letting me really do what I needed to do, not only for self-fulfillment, but to really help others. Like, I made them feel beautiful or confident, or just like get that groove back that they've been aiming to get, from, other avenues, like just regular shopping. I was that little extra force. When people came to visit me in Banana, I had families and important people. I had like newscasters come and go, Steph, I need you, get me into an outfit that's gonna make me look like a freaking 10, but at the same time I could wear out with friends. And I would just create, like, I brought their hopes and dreams to life, and I wanted to do that on such a massive scale, and I'm doing that right now. Now, we are told pretty much from birth you're supposed to grow older, go through school, go to college, get a degree, be thousands, sometimes even more than just a couple $1,000s in debt, and then you have to work a job that you learned to do, but you might not really love as much as you thought, or you just didn't really feel fulfilled with that job, and you're just trying to pay off everything you learned. Now, I was somebody who was pretty book smart, and I was very thankful that I could do what I could do, in the classroom, but at the same time, I flourished when I was in environments where I had to present stuff or speak publicly, or, do something more than just write a couple words on a piece of paper. And another thing that I realized, once you're working at the job you went to school for, you're pretty much paying off, your debts, but are you really enjoying life? You're pretty much tied to this commitment, and I don't have issues with commitments. I do like commitments because they're facts, they're solid, but there's no guarantee the trade you learned or the profession you learned like 3 years ago is going to be doing as good or even better in the future. Hell, there are some jobs that are going to be outsourced within the next 20 years because of artificial intelligence, and the rise of just technology that's ongoing evermore. But what I'm getting to is, I realized there are people, and a lot of people, who have worked these 9-to-5s, even if they were deemed successful, that are now going to be pinching pennies for the rest of their life due to not only the economy changing, but their income changing, and the world changing as a whole, because nothing stays the same. You have to roll with the punches. I don't care if you're 80, you still got to roll with it. So many people bitch about millennials, and I'm like, all right, first of all, we're doing what we can, back up. But anyway, what I'm trying to get to is, I wanted to make sure not only I wasn't pinching pennies at the last few years of my life, but I also lived a life that I could look back on and go, I made such fantastic memories. I lived a life that really completed me. I learned about reaching your true potential in high school, and as soon as I heard that, I knew deep within me my life's mission is going to be reaching my true potential. And I figured out really soon I was so good at inspiring and hoping people. I'm not a motivational speaker by any means. I am a reason and a catalyst for people to not give up and to go for their dreams. And I decided, screw it, I'm gonna do it because nobody else is gonna be there to, lend a helping hand. We have a lot of influences nowadays with like Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, all these people, and they're fantastic, but sometimes you just need somebody a little bit more relatable, like the girl next door. Then again, I am not your typical girl next door. Anyway, I realized those characteristics, that I want to have in my life to look back on, and then I realized, shit, there are people like my mom and dad, my sister, friends, people all around me that are gonna literally be going through the end of their life pinching pennies and going, I wish I did this, I wish I did that, why didn't I, choose this avenue or path instead of the other one? And I decided right then and there I was not going to do that. I was going to help them make better choices, to influence them to say yes more, to take chances on experiences, and to step out of their comfort zone, because all the magic happens when you step out of that comfort zone. It's good to be comfortable, but don't do it for too long, because then you'll find yourself in the same spot year and year after, thinking you made some progress. And we all make progress. Some days it's a small little stride. Some days it's even just staying. Some days it's even just staying at the level of progress you've already achieved. But what I loved about all my retail jobs was the confidence I instilled in others and the hope I gave others, even if it was a girl going to a wedding or somebody who didn't like the way they looked or, felt very unhealthy. I did what I could to, tell them, you are beautiful, you are worth it, and all you have to do is make that first step to change your life. Are you gonna do it, or are you gonna wait for 10 years down the road and go, shit, I should have done it. That girl in that retail store was right. Now, I don't want to be right. I want to be your avenue to looking at life completely different. And that's what I did in my 9-to-5s. But even in all of my 9-to-5s, I felt like something was missing, and it was so big, I felt depressed. Like I would be searching for answers in my head. On break, I would be, listening to speeches and like researching things because I wanted to learn more. I wanted to help more. I wanted to give more of a reason to, work harder, think smarter, think outside the box, all of these great avenues for progression in not only human development but societal development as well. And I want to make sure I can do that on such a massive scale. You will hear my damn name at every dinner table, not only in the United States but all around the world, in good form that it inspires others. That's what I want. I want that more than anything, because you know what? There's some days you just need a little bit of extra hope, and nobody's gonna give it to you but you. But I got you. And I had it pretty good. Like I was earning money, but I felt like even though I was working one-on-one with people, I could be doing absolutely so much more. And I loved all this time I've spent with the people in all the retail stores and at the gyms. You guys honestly helped inspire me, because I wanted to do more, not only just for you, but for your family, but for your friends, for, Joe Schmo on the damn street who you don't know, but you know is going through a tough time because he just looks so broken. That's what I wanted to do. So I got up and I did it. I left absolutely everything I knew behind. I quit my 9-to-5. I pretty much stopped everything, changed my life, and ran for something new. And I don't regret it. It's not an easy life whatsoever, but I will take this any day over a job that is corporate. Now, I typically work anywhere between 12 to 18 hours, 7 days a week. I don't go out and party. I, work pretty much all day, every day, but honestly, I would not trade this life for anything. Do I make money? Yeah, I do. Is it as much as I would like? Not at the moment, but it's gonna change, because guess what? I have the heart and the drive, not only to help others, but to make, connections with people all around the world. And what is more beautiful than truly giving and sharing with one another? Nothing. So honestly, the money isn't even a thing. Yeah, it's a perk and it's a really nice aspect of, being independent. But I love helping you guys so much. I love hearing, everything you guys need help with, and just being able to be there for you, because sometimes, you can't ask your friends a couple questions because they won't be honest. Your parents sometimes don't understand, and sometimes you just need a third person to help you out. And as I said, I will take this 12 to 18 hours, 7 days a week, over a 9 to 5. And honestly, I am so much more fulfilled. I am doing so much more. My whole mind, body, and soul is changing. And I wouldn't be having these life experiences if I didn't make these changes. Is it terrifying? Yeah, honestly, I'm a little scared every now and then, but then I realize there's nothing to be afraid of. The only thing you're afraid of is failure, but failure is another way of learning how to do it right. So I take every day, one day at a time. I have a goal in my head and I'm like shooting for it, but I don't hurt the way I feel or think because of momentary actions or things that go on. No. Focus on that goal. You want tunnel vision when it comes to that goal. And if anybody, comes in the way of it or, disregards my goal, sayonara. And I wasn't feeling that with my corporate job. The goal here, oh my God, my stomach. The goal here is to inspire you if you want to, just have inspiration in your life right now, if you do a corporate job, which is cool, but to inspire you to think outside the box and to, reach new heights with your life by just changing your perspective to, being that friend you might not have. And I know, nowadays, we do have social media and technology, but sometimes we have this disconnect to real friendship. So I'm going to be there, not only for you guys, but for absolutely everybody. And I just want to make sure this is a life I don't look back on going, I could have done more. I want to do absolutely everything I can and live the best life I have, because we only got one, guys. So let me leave you with this. So we are given life, right? Okay, just the odds are ridiculous. I don't even know what it is, but it's like some stupidly crazy number on, the chance of you being born. Let that sink in. Okay, no matter what, your status of life is, you are alive. That's a freaking miracle. Now, second of all, you could be the curtains in my room. You could be concealer. You could be absolutely anything. Anything that is physically here on this planet, you could be an atom of that. Now, you're not. How the fuck does that not inspire you? Just think of it like the whole cosmos is already on your side. It gave you a heart, it gave you a body, and it gave you a life. What are you going to do with it? You've got not only the physical being, you have a brain, you have the ability to think and to change and to morph and to just, roll with absolutely everything going on in life. And another thing is, if I feel kind of down, I look at all the trees in my area or wherever. If you're not in a forest, you can look in at windows of a city and you go, oh my God, there's so many freaking windows here. And then realize there are so many windows all around the world. And then you go, shit, every single one of those is clapping for me. Sometimes you gotta really break it down to something physical that you can see. The other day I was on a run and I saw these gorgeous trees and I went, oh my God, I am doing what I'm meant to be doing. I'm helping others. I'm inspiring others. And, people don't have to say they're on your side. You got to believe you're on your own damn side, okay? So with that being said, I want each and every single one of you to go out, find what inspires you, run with it. If you still want to do your 9 to 5, do it by all means. Some people are just made for, going a different avenue. You might be, but who knows? Do what you gotta do. But you know what? Think outside the box. Start questioning things. Start, researching. Maybe watch something that you don't normally watch, but it helps give you a better insight to a different, mindset or a different, possibility or opportunity in life. So I want you guys to go do that. Think absolutely everybody is there for you, but guess what? That number one person is there for you. Yourself. So go kick ass. You were given this life for a reason. Now take that damn life and go and conquer it.